This is the closest and most detailed look that we've had at the new iPhone 8. And it comes from a leaker on Leaks in partnership with Tiger Mobiles. What's up YouTube, Saf here on SuperSaf TV, and let's have a look at this leak in more detail. The first thing is the source. It's a very reliable source on Leaks who's usually very accurate, and it's also a very high quality video. It's not a low resolution image or anything like we tend to see. This is a high quality 1080p video which shows this iPhone model from all angles. The model is very detailed and looks quite like a finished product. And we do have the glass panels on the front and back. They slightly curve in towards the sides, and then we have that stainless steel frame, but it is color coded this time. Previous leaks that we've seen have not had a color coded frame, and I do like this because it looks very slick and close to what we're probably going to see as the final product. Now the back glass panel is going to mean that we should be having wireless charging. This is something that has been rumored for a long time, but the main standout feature here on this leak, and to me what looks absolutely awesome, is that display. We're looking at a minimal bezel display with a dip coming in at the top, which is going to be for the front facing camera and all of the sensors, but the display is going to be 5.8 inches and it's going to be an OLED display, so you're going to get deeper blacks, more vibrant colors. And something that a lot of you guys will be very pleased to see is that we have an Apple logo at the back but no fingerprint scanner. So this should hopefully mean that we're not going to be getting a fingerprint scan in the back like we've seen on some leaks, and it should be embedded within the display. Now fingerprint scanners that embedded within the display have been a big talking point recently, and I did post a video a few days ago which was from Vivo, and this is of their new device, which is the X Play 6, which is said to have a fingerprint scanner embedded within the display, and it does show one working on this video. Now in addition to that, Qualcomm have also today announced that they're going to be having some advanced fingerprint scanners which will be embedded within displays. So it looks like in 2018 we're going to be having lots of devices with on-screen fingerprint scanners. Now Apple may not be first because Vivo have already teased this and may have it before the iPhone 8, but Apple does tend to do things really well. So if we look back at when we had fingerprint scanners generally on smartphones, they didn't really work that well and we had to swipe, etc. And then Apple came along with Touch ID, which at the time did work best and was fastest. So hopefully the fingerprint scanner that the iPhone 8 has will be super fast and accurate. Now around the back of the phone there is that vertical camera. This is something that we're seeing more and more of, and lots of case leaks as well show this vertical camera placement, so it looks like this is what we're going to be seeing, and it is quite large and it's got quite a bit of a bump, so this is going to be raised quite a bit. It looks a lot more than what we've got on the iPhone 7 Plus. Now this may be to incorporate some advanced technology. There's been talks of some augmented reality function, I don't know, so that's maybe why it's taking more space, but the dual camera setup is likely to work in a similar way to what we have on the iPhone 7 Plus, with a standard lens and a telephoto lens with improved optics obviously, and this time we have the flash in between, so in between the two lenses. Once again, this may help with images slightly so that we have more of an even flash between both lenses. Now on the bottom nothing's really changed. We have a lightning port with two grills on either side. It's likely to be one a speaker and the other is going to have the mic. And finally the video finishes off with some measurements of this model which are very similar to what we've seen leaked previously. So basically the iPhone 8 is going to be in between the iPhone 7s and 7s Plus, the incremental models that we're going to be seeing. So still quite compact with a 5.8 inch display. So guys, what do you think of this latest leak? It looks very convincing to me, and it's more and more looking like the final product. So we've seen lots of leaks up until this point which sort of build up, and some of them haven't been as finished or as polished as this one. We've seen some 3D printed models and things like that, as well as some renders, but it's nice to see something physical in hand. And to me this looks actually really nice, especially from the front. Yes, that camera bump is quite big, and also that vertical camera placement, I guess I could get over that. It is looking very slick with those glass panels, and that color-coded frame is really appealing to me right now. What do you guys think? Definitely drop me a comment below, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then please hit that thumbs up button for me. It really does help me out. And if you haven't already, then be sure to subscribe and switch on notifications. There's going to be lots more leaks, rumors, as well as lots of hands-on coverage of the iPhone as soon as it's out. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV, and I'll see you next time.